our teachers, Azara and Kim and Tina, and so many more. Clementina Cherry, Chaplain Cherry. You know, I grew up in a small storefront church on the south side of Chicago at my grandfather's knee, who pastored that church. And he so often said to me, "Grandbaby, I would rather see a sermon than hear one any day," even though he was a pastor. All I'm gonna say is every time I see this woman, I see a sermon.
That's right.
I see divinity, I see God's grace, and I am so grateful for her and the way in which she righteously stewards all of her gifts and has taught us how to turn the ultimate heartbreak and pain into purpose, and has done that for 28 years.
Woo!
Brothers and sisters, and we are that because we are one human family. Our leader, this visionary woman, this divine woman, this brilliant woman that has made this institute a national model for peace and healing, Clementina Cherry.
She's the lady of the day. The greatest.
Good morning, Boston! Yes! Yes!
We outside, y'all.
Amazing grace,
We outside.
gratitude, and
See
growth.
the faces on these people. Happy, joy.
Amazing grace, amazing grace. So we are here.
Support.
I'm going to be quick because by
Faith.
that gunner, we are kicking off at 9 o'clock. You've heard about why we do this work. But I want to let you know that the funds raised here today will support two of our programs, our Live in Peace and our Rest in Peace. The Rest in Peace provides financial assistance to survivors of homicide victims who are unable to pay upfront funeral costs. Cemetery does not have a payment plan. They want their money up front. The Live in Peace Fund provides emergency financial assistance to survivors of homicide victims to meet their financial need, especially emergency need for relocation, for safety relocations. These funds are made available to families without the need for application, submissions, or income verification. Additionally, there is no expectations for families to repay these funds. We have worked with the City of Boston to establish the City of Boston Burial Fund. Just last year, our Rest in Peace, we paid out $275,065. Our Live in Peace, $132,886. Our theme is cultivating cycles of peace. In our society and in our media, we are constantly looped into cycles of violence that overshadow the transformative
Every
power
day,
of
all day.
peace. We have the agency to cultivate these cycles
Yes.
by empowering survivors,
Yes.
supporting returning citizens and their families, and investing in Generation Peace. The young people shaping the world. They are the present. They are not the future. When they become the future, they become us, the adult. Say it with me. Generation Peace. Generation Peace.
Generation Peace.
They are the present. I want to acknowledge just a few more people. You heard all the governor people, the money that we want to raise, but also you heard and introduce our staff, our board of directors. We have a very small board, and with me is one of our board members, Beth. Hi, Beth. Say hi, Beth. This is a working board. Beth is our treasurer and has really come in and dug in deep in making sure that our financials are up to date and we are up to date. Painful process, but she's damn good at what she does. You also heard our Congresswoman talked about funding for the Center of Healing, Teaching, and Learning. We have a committee, And we have our co-chairs with us. And right here, where is he? Rich Shea is one of the co-chairs of the Campaign for Peace. And some of our campaign members are in the audience. I want to share with you some important initiatives we are working on. Our city and our state funding and our bereavement leave. So I'm going to go real quickly, but Pace is around to talk about the policy. Pace is somewhere around when you see him. We are advocating that the Massachusetts legislators increase funding to the Peace Institute budget line item 4513-1098. The House, hear me well. We want to thank our state rep, Chris Worrell, for his support in the House of securing $400,000.
Let's go!
As well. Yes, the pressure is on, Congress. As well, listen to me carefully. $100,000 for the Survivors Network. And an additional 100 for one of our partners, Survivors Save.
Shame on everybody.
Please thank our state representative, your state representative. Give them a call. Thank them. Representative Worrell is here. Please say thank you. That's the House. Now, on to the Senate. Work still has to be done. We're learning policy. Thank you to Senator Nick Collins for filing the amendment in the Senate budget to support what the House put through. So Senator Collins is here. We want to invite you to reach out to your state senator and ask them to co-sponsor Senate Budget Amendment number 505. The Congresswoman said, your faith, you have to put it into action. Move your feet, she says. Let your fingers do the texting and the tweeting. Now, our city funding. We are working with the Boston City Council. Mayor Wu, we love you with all our heart, but we are working to amend the mayor's budget to include $1 million to the LDBP in the city's operating budget. We are an infrastructure in the city. So we have been, first time, working these city council's meetings, department budgets. We are asking the city council to submit their amendments over the coming weeks. And we ask all of you to call your city councilors and ask them to support the infrastructure of the Louis D. Brown Peace Institute so that we can continue to serve.
Yeah!
Bereavement leave legislation. We continue to advocate for the right of bereavement leave for all people. And we are proud to say that the Peace Institute is one of the leading voices for bereavement leave legislation here in Massachusetts. We are thankful again to our Rep. Chris Worrell and Senator Liz Miranda, who are working with us to make this happen. The action. Call your state senator today and ask them to co-sponsor Senate Bill S2562 and act relative to bereavement leave. Don't ask me about it. See Pace. Coming to a close because we're walking. I said Generation Peace. Peace Trail. You see teddy bears on peace poles. It will no longer happen. We are adopting the Peace Trail in our city. It's our recently installed art activation along the Mother's Day Walk for Peace route. While you are walking, you will see that we've transformed various street poles into peace poles. Colorful mixed media installation as a way to remember those who were murdered. Each pole theme is one of the 7 peace principles: love, unity, faith, hope, courage, justice, and forgiveness. Our artist in resident, Ruth Henry, is here with a tent, along with Alexis Smith, who is Survivor Ambassador, who are working with members of our survivors community and the larger community to incorporate art into their healing journey. A thank you to the New England Foundation for the Arts and the Mayor's Office of Arts and Culture. Again, the young people can go and create their own banners. While you are walking, take a moment to photograph the Peace Bowl. Tag us with your photos. This is just some of the work that we've equipped families impacted by murder, trauma, grief, and loss to become architects of their own inner healing as we continue to seek the peace of our city, the peace of our beloved city. Finally, the campaign for peace. Along the final stretch of the walk, when you come down Washington Street, Four Corners, Bowdoin Street, onto Westfield Street, this is my backyard, where the city has deemed this as one of the most violent neighborhoods in this city. You're going to pass an open field in front of Up Academy on your left. This is the future of the Center of Healing, Teaching, and Learning. Come on! It is the future! That is the commitment that we have from this city. We were designated developers and working with the Mayor's Office of Housing, Mayor's Office, her entire cabinet, to really make sure that we can break ground. Our goal is to raise $25 million. We have a commitment already of $7.5 million. But today is about helping us raise $600,000. We are at $438,000. And I'm going to close by asking you, I know you got your own team, can you go and donate to Peace is Political? Thank you so much.
The what? The what?
All right, Clemens.